Hello, my noble band of outlaws. Outlaw Samurai coming at you live with a video on this, the Pit Boss 6-piece barbecue tool set that you can get at your local Menards. As of right now, since the seasons are changing, this is actually on sale from its original price of 31 something to 26 something. So, get them while supplies last, I suppose. This kit features an injector, a thermometer, a small and large spatula, the large spatula having a serrated edge, a basting brush, and a trimming knife. Now, you may be wondering, Outlaw Samurai, you rarely ever do cooking content. Why buy all this barbecue and cooking stuff? Well, because as soon as I can, I plan on doing a lot more cooking content. Here's what the inside of the case looks like. We will take these out individually and see them. They appear to be of relatively high quality. You have a cloth lining in the bottom of this for the Velcro to attach to, which immediately kinda screams not good to me. Like, this is a barbecue set, so you need to understand that sometimes people will get barbecue sauce and meat drippings and meat goo all up in here. And this is a kind of sanitization issue for me personally. I would have rather seen a solid plastic bottom or maybe even rubber, but preferably a solid plastic bottom with like rubber clasps on here. Personally, for just in case you do get meat drippings and sauces and all that in here, it will be a lot easier to clean and keep sanitized. Well, let's first take a look at the old thermometer. And it appears to be quite rudimentary, you know, jab in, push button, and well, read. Let's see here. Here's where the batteries go in. And does it? It does come with a battery, so that's a plus. Little difficulty getting it back in and off. Turn that on. Alright. It does have a hold feature that lets you, I assume, hold the thermometer at a certain temperature, and I assume that once you jab one piece of meat, you hit the hold button, then you're checking the other pieces of meat as like this one's 165, this one's 140, this one needs to cook longer than the other. I don't know. There's mode. Ooh! It also does negative degrees. Negative 58 degrees Fahrenheit. That's the mode button thing. Has Celsius and Fahrenheit. as well. I don't know what this M thing is. It's literally with no instructions here. So I assume that this toolkit is either for someone who has experience barbecuing and just wants a convenient, ready-to-use toolkit that's available to go whenever they need to go somewhere to barbecue, or maybe for a more intermediate, more experienced barbecuer, of which I am not. The injecting needle. See, there's two eyelets in this needle, so that way when you inject the marinades and such, oh, that is a screw-on. That is a screw-on thing. Okay, that's not a push-on thing. Yeah, very good that I found that out early. So when you inject the meat as you're pushing the plunger in, it evenly injects on both sides the sauce or marinade of your chosen injection. Then you simply just unscrew, pull plunger out a little bit, and then reinsert needle. It's a little tricky. Kind of something like this. You just push that back down, screw that back on, and your injector slides back into the thing. Now the heavy duty spatula. Ooh. Ooh. That is actually a very decent serrated edge. I mean, my God. The rest of these edges aren't sharp, but I would assume that this is for like sawing through bone. Like, say you're slow roasting like a whole boned in ham or something, or you need to cut through a bone. I assume that this is like a bone saw for that. Tell me if I'm wrong in the comments, people who barbecue and do this shit more than I do. I'm not bothering to put the plastic back on this shit. And quick little thing, what I thought was second spatula turned out to be the tongs. The tongs. They have a very decent opening, I guess, radius. They're recessed so that the edges kind of grab onto the flesh of the meat you're cooking. And they have these slits in them, so I suppose if you needed to, you could use these as improvised little spatulas for like sausages or what have you. Block it, you just simply pull down like any other set of tongs. Oh no, very, very decent, very good, like portable, almost like just portable cookware in general. Like, I feel like you could make basically any form of solid food short of baking with this tool set over an open fire. rubber basting brush, which I personally like the rubber basting brush over the traditional basting brush simply because A, the traditional ones are a lot harder to clean and keep sanitary than the rubber ones, and B, usually the traditional ones have wooden handles which you can't let sit in water or the wood will swell and potentially rot. All of these have relatively the same handle. I don't know why this has a spatula-like handle with the finger choil. I personally, or maybe it's like this, maybe for like basting like this. If that's the case, I can see why there's a finger choil here. I also like this little suspending ring. Of course, there's a absorption of moisture packet in here. Now we get to what many of the outlaws would want to see, and it's the trimming knife. And the trimming. Sussy. Very suspicious, this knife. It has a chisel edge. As we can see, the edge profile is such that, focus, it is beveled in only one direction. Now, I assume that is to make it easier to cut the trimmings off. Since the edge goes in this direction, you just lay the flat of the knife against the trimmings and just slowly work your way down. And there is this supposed theory that a single beveled knife or blade in general is about 40% sharper than a double beveled blade, or a blade with two edge bevels. Personally, I don't know if that's true. This feels a little sussy to me. Let's test it. Now, we will use an outlier. This is a new knife I just acquired today. The Guidesman Alpine you can get at your local Menards for 20 bucks. Spring assisted loading, ACR13 MOV. There will be a video about this later, but it is hella sharp, as we are about to witness. Okay, kind of caught up there. This is the sharpness that our Pit Boss knife has to compete against. Oh. Maybe I was wrong to discount this knife so quickly as being dull. It just feels that way to me. I don't know. One thing's for sure, that if I get a deer, this is going into the butchering set. Yes, that's a thing, my noble band of outlaws. I'm going to get a set of kitchen knives specifically designed for butchering that Outlaw Granny is going to show me how to use. She's shaking her head no, but I'm saying yes. We'll see. I'm currently cooking some chicken breast wrapped in bacon that I got from Menards. So we'll see how well this thing does in food prep as it is intended for. This one I will be putting back into the plastic, just safety and or, well, it comes with a sheath, might as well use the sheath.
I don't remember how.
That's her excuse of whenever she wants to not do what the stupid shit that I want to do. It's like, I don't remember after spending my entire life doing it.
An entire my life.
The majority, you butchered whole elk. I don't want to hear you don't know how to butcher a whitetail.
I never butchered an elk.
A mule deer the size of an elk still counts.
No, it's not.
Yeah, she almost shot a game warden over that.
I did shoot it. I broke its back.
You didn't shoot the game warden, you shot the deer.
I shot the deer back and broke it. And then I pulled out the little one and blew its head off.
She was gangbanging before gangbanging was a thing, y'all. I'm out. Peace.